Knicks fans, let's be real here. At this point, we're all tired of this conversation. For what feels like months now, the only thing we've been hearing is rumor after rumor about who's going to take that last veteran minimum spot. You've got Malik Beasley, Malcolm Brogdon, Ben Simmons, Alec Burks even, and Delon Wright. The list keeps getting longer and longer, and yet still nothing has been done. Fans are frustrated. You want a decision, you want clarity, and honestly, you're right. But until the front office finally makes the move, we've got to break down where things stand right now and who's truly in play. And also, you guys got to keep in mind that August is the most inactive month in the NBA in terms of moves, as front offices mostly go on vacation this month, and then September is when things start heating up again. And according to The Athletic, the Knicks could consider a number of names for that final slot, including Malik Beasley, Landry Shamet, Delon Wright, Monté Morris, Seth Curry, Alec Burks, Ben Simmons, and Malcolm Brogden. Some of these are clear fits, others not so much, but the fact that we're still seeing so many different names tells you one thing: the Knicks are being extremely deliberate with this final signing. Let's start with Malcolm Brogden, because this is the one name that's confirmed to be on New York's radar. Jake Fisher reported that the Knicks and the Timberwolves are both monitoring Brogden. Ian Begley also added recently that Brogden is at the very least on the Knicks' radar. Brogden is interesting because he checks multiple boxes, including veteran point guard depth, playoff experience, steady shooting, and he's someone who fits the play style Mike Brown wants to run. The question is whether he'd even accept a veteran minimum role. Brogdon's talent is worth more than that, but if the market dries up, New York could swoop in and make the case that chasing a title in the Garden is worth it. Now, Delon Wright is another strong option. Wright himself actually said in an interview recently, quote, "I would love to go back to New York, but we will see what happens. I'm open to going to any team that wants to use my services." That right there tells you that he's willing, he's open, and he would accept a limited role. And defensively, Wright brings toughness and versatility. He's not going to light it up offensively, but he can run the floor, make smart passes, and defend multiple positions. If the Knicks want reliability without overthinking this final move, Wright feels like the safest choice. Then you've got the shooters: Malik Beasley, Landry Shamet, and even Seth Curry. These guys all bring spacing, which you can never have enough of in today's game. And Beasley is obviously a level ahead of these other two guys because he has the highest ceiling out of the three, and he's capable of catching fire and swinging games. And Shamet and Curry are role players who can give you solid minutes in specific lineups. If the Knicks are concerned about spacing and depth on the wings, one of these names makes sense, but if they're prioritizing guard playmaking or defense, they probably look elsewhere. Monté Morris is another under-the-radar candidate. He's not flashy, but he's steady. He knows how to run an offense, he doesn't turn the ball over, and he can step in as a backup point guard immediately. For a team like the Knicks who are trying to balance star power with reliability, Morris could be a great locker room guy and stabilizer. And of course, there's Alec Burks. He already has that connection to the Knicks, and fans know exactly what he brings: scoring punch off the bench, ability to play both guard spots, and comfort in big moments. Burks has said before that he's open to returning, and while it might not be the most exciting move, it would definitely be one of the most dependable. And then we get to Ben Simmons. Knicks fans, I know most of you do not want to hear this. Every time his name pops up, the reaction is mostly the same: frustration, skepticism, and even anger. The concerns are obvious: the health, confidence, shooting, and whether he could even survive the pressure of Madison Square Garden. But here's the thing: the reality is that the reports keep saying the Knicks are still internally discussing Simmons. The idea is that if you put him in a limited role, surrounded by shooters and veterans, maybe you unlock his defensive playmaking without asking too much. It's a gamble, no doubt about it. Here's another wrinkle. According to Sam Amico, Simmons, along with Russell Westbrook, actually wants more than just the veteran minimum salary. That's part of why neither guy has been signed yet, and there's even a chance that both remain unsigned heading into training camp. So when you see Simmons' name linked to the Knicks, remember that this is not just about fit, it's about money and market reality too. So where does that ultimately leave us? The Knicks have options, but none of them are perfect. Brogdon is the dream, but might be too expensive and also is injury prone. Wright is safe and available. Beasley, Shamet, and Curry give you shooting. Morris gives you steadiness, Burks gives you familiarity, and Simmons gives you risk with upside. At the end of the day, fans, including myself, want this dragged out saga to end. The Knicks have made all the big moves already this summer: Jordan Clarkson, Yabusele. Now it's just about putting the final piece on the roster heading into training camp with clarity. And if it was up to me, I think Delon Wright and or Landry Shamet make the most sense right now because you already know what to expect with those guys, and they performed well in the playoffs last year. But what do you guys think? Who should take that last roster spot? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and sub to the channel for more Knicks news and updates you will not want to miss. Help us get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.